So this video was going to be a full-blown season 4 review of Teen Wolf, but so much has happened this series and I just don't know and I can't remember, so here we go with the finale. Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome to my season 4 finale review of Teen Wolf. This episode was called Smoke and Mirrors. So sorry I didn't do reviews of all of the other episodes. I think what I'm going to start doing is doing individual episodes because when it comes to the finale and I try and review the whole series, my thoughts just get crumpled and I don't know what to say. If you want every single episode reviews, I really recommend you go to Happy Cool's channel. They did every single episode this season. Before I start, my best friend Sophie says hey. If you guys have not watched season 1, 2, 3 and 4 of Teen Wolf, I suggest you click off this video because spoilers are going to happen. So much has happened this season, hence why I haven't done a full series review, because I tried looking at the whole thing on Wikipedia and my mind just went so many different places, so I just decided to do the finale. Overall, I was expecting big things out of this finale. I was expecting answers, I was expecting death, and didn't really get what I wanted. I was a little bit disappointed compared to season 3, season 3B as a whole. And season 4, I was hoping it was going to top it, but I was kind of just a little bit disappointed because the whole season just felt kind of going in different places. They started off with one plotline with the return of Kate Argent becoming a were-jaguar and being a were-jaguar. And then they went off with the Benefactor, which I loved the plotline of the Benefactor. I thought it was really cool and really good for Lydia's character development. And then they went back to Kate Argent and it's... oh, they should have just stuck with going from one to the other. It felt like a good obstacle the Benefactor did, but it just kind of mushed it all up. And by the time we got to the end of season 4 and the finale, I had forgot a lot of stuff with Kate Argent and the Berserkers, I think that's how you say them, Berserkers, the big bone head guys. So we start off this episode with Kira waking up in the church as her and Scott have been taken there by Kate once they were on their date. So Kira's been taken there, Scott's got this skull on, he's now become a berserker, and Kate explains to Kira that she can not only control them but create them. So this is obviously an obstacle because Scott has now become a berserker, he can't tell his friends who he is and he can't control what he does to them. And I thought they could do a really great job with making like a heartfelt Scott and Stiles scene between that. Stiles does not lose his humour this season after being New Kitsune Evil Stiles in season 3B. Funny Stiles is back. I loved him this season, especially him and Malia. I did like seeing that relationship form. I was just kind of disappointed because there was so much build up between him and Lydia and just nothing really happened. He's just the comic relief of the show, Stiles is, but he's such an important character to not only me, because he's my favourite character, but to everyone. I think he keeps people there. Dylan O'Brien is such a fantastic actor, and I think people just stay for the Stiles. Stiles, Malia, Liam, Derek, Roden and Peter all team up to go to Mexico. Pete is a very shady character, one of my favourite sub-characters. I wish he had more of a main part this series as a villain, because I know he can be an amazing villain. The villainous type was more the Benefactor and more within Kate, and they tried to kind of weave Peter in there, but it didn't really work out for me. He wants Kate's help to kill Scott because he's the true alpha, and then he wants Malia's help to kill Kate, and I'm like, who do you want dead? Who do you not want dead? Please just make up your mind. So they all team up and Stiles says they can't leave without Lydia. Lydia is one of the key parts of why I still watch this show. She has been trapped in this school because she is trying to find something like that they can track Scott's scent from, and there's a berserker in the school, and then Mason, who's Liam's best friend, goes into the school and is trapped with her as well, and I just kind of wish that they would have taken Lydia with her to see her being a badass banshee. This is on the full moon, so obviously there are obstacles with all the werewolves, were-coyotes, were-jaguars, whoever, where-everything is turning, and Liam's having a little difficulty, so Derek tries to help him out but doesn't really work. I thought the interaction between Liam and Derek was sort of him being accepted into the pack. I know Scott is the alpha now, but Derek was the original alpha and he still feels like the leader a little bit. I mean, later on in the episode when we see Peter and Scott fight off and Scott kick Peter's ass, I really thought his true alpha came out then. He took full control of the situation. All this season I've had constant fear that Derek is going to die this season because Lydia predicted it for one of the benefactors' list passcode. His name was the passcode. Attacked by a berserker. Braden fails to fight them off and we believe that Derek's dead. I love seeing the more humanised part of Peter when he's concerned for Derek's well-being, and Stiles being concerned for Derek as well. That will be there for the Derek shippers. Derek definitely is a leader and puts Scott's safety before his own, which I love seeing. Braden tries to fight against Kate and one of the berserkers, and before everything can blow up and everyone dies, Chris and Parrish turn up with the Calaveras, I think that's how you say it. Chris and Parrish are like my dream team. I love seeing them together. I love Parrish's character. I wish he was more of a main focus on the show. One of the other questions I had in this season is when Parrish's name came up on the benefactors list, I wanted to know what sort of supernatural creature he was, and hopefully we're going to find out in season 5. Instead of Stiles, Lydia takes the baseball bat weapon route and goes to beat out the crap of the berserkers with Mason, and then Sheriff Stiles shows up and blows things up, and he's a badass. Stiles finds Kira. Malia's about to kill Scott as the berserker because he can't control what he's doing. Kira stops Malia. Liam sort of fights off Scott and makes him believe that he's a werewolf and not a berserker, and then Scott's back. Scott McCall is a character to be protected at all times. Honestly, in the scene between Liam and Scott and Stiles and Scott and everyone in the team trying to convince Scott that he's not a werewolf, the acting could have been a lot better. I know what Dylan O'Brien's acting can be like from season 3B and from the Maze Runner trailers that I've seen, so I think the acting from everyone all around could have been a lot better in that scene. Just things are happening inside and outside of the church. Chris and Parrish are trying to shoot Kate and the berserkers down, and it honestly just looks like they're missing. I think honestly everything action-wise in this season finale and in this episode could have been done 10 times better. Scott and Peter have a showdown because Peter believes that Scott doesn't deserve the true alpha power because he doesn't kill people to get them out of his way, basically, and that's Peter's method of doing things. Scott does tell everyone that he wants to be the one to face Peter down, but just seeing them stand there useless just really bugged me. Outside with Braden, Chris and Parrish, everything is starting to go a bit downhill, and then this wolf house and a blue wolf just comes out of nowhere, and it's Derek. He is not dead. He is just evolving, and thank God Derek's not dead, because God, I would have been a mess. I'm thankful that Chris is going to be the one to take down Kate. That's the way I wanted it to be. That's the way it's more hard-hitting rather than someone else. I honestly thought Derek was going to do it, but just having Chris do it, it was predictable, but it's what I wanted. Everything action-wise in this episode is what I wanted to see, but I just think it could have been choreographed and shot better just to be a little bit more hard-hitting for a season finale. I think the showdown between Peter and Scott definitely showed that Scott is the true alpha and does have the leadership skills of his own pack. You know, Chris and Kate, there's a bit of a chase scene between them, and it's a bit hard for him to kill her considering she is the villain of this season, but he's just lost his daughter Alison and he can't really afford to lose his sister Kate as well, and he's lost his wife. He's pretty much lost everything, and then his sister decides to become a villain and makes life 10 times harder for him. Thankfully, in this season finale, they did bring up Alison Argent's death because the rest of the season I feel like she just hasn't existed. Kate gets away, Scott knocks out Peter, Chris agrees to go with the Calaveras to hunt down Kate, so we won't be seeing a lot of him next season, I don't think. Although I love him and Parrish as a team, I think he definitely needs to sort Kate out. We find out that Braden used to be a US Marshal and isn't anymore, and when she was going to track Derek, she was originally on search for the Desert Wolf, who we know as Malia's mother. Lydia and Parrish go through the bestiary to figure out what Parrish is, and I hope we find out in season 5, and I hope he becomes a series regular and becomes just a badass. The big thing at the end of this episode is that Peter's taken to what seems to be a mental institution, but plot twist, it's a mental institution for monsters, as he is roommates with a guy with 3 eyes. I swear we've encountered him before, please let me know in the comments, because I just can't remember. I feel like this prison ward of monsters could be a problem for next season and maybe a plot device, I don't know, Jeff Davis. Overall, despite what I did and didn't like in this episode, I was kind of disappointed because the fight scenes could have been a lot stronger, the acting could have been a lot stronger. It was good and bad that no one died in this season finale. Good because I don't want anyone to die, bad because they definitely can use that for an emotional pull if someone does die. Those are questions that I wanted answers to and I didn't get in this season that I was really working myself up for, and it definitely didn't top season 3B's finale and sub-finale actually. The episode before the finale of season 3B was just fantastic. However, I will still continue watching the show. Just Teen Wolf, no matter how bad it gets, I will still continue watching it and I will probably never get sick of it. So tell me what you think of the Teen Wolf season 4 and season 4 finale down below in the comments. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did it top all other seasons for you? Tell me all your thoughts. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I do new film reviews every week and hopefully more TV reviews and all that lovely stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you soon. Bye!